I ain't made shit.
Bro, your actions, man. I'm talking about your actions.
I just came right there and just went to
You're the victim here now.
That's the code.
Tell me that.
That's the code, brother. Like, you fucking around with the victim to y'all lies.
Tell me you're a victim and I'll give you a freaking hug. Because that's what you sound like right now.
Something that every man should learn is to take responsibility for actions. Analyze every situation, even when you think you are not at fault, and try to find a possible way that you could have handled a situation better. Even when a situation that occurred was not because of you. Could you have handled it better? And would that have led to a different outcome? These are the questions a man must ask himself to constantly improve. But what happens when a man never learns to take responsibility for his actions? What happens when a man refuses to reflect on his shortcomings? And what happens when a man believes nothing is his fault? The consequences can be devastating. Here is a man who refuses to take responsibility. A man who believes he is justified in his actions. And a man who crazily enough believes that he is a victim. Here is Markeith Loyd, a man who killed a police officer and his ex-girlfriend who was pregnant with his unborn child. On the 13th of December 2016, Loyd went to his ex-girlfriend's Sadie Dixon's house to attempt to convince her not to get an abortion. According to Loyd, Dixon pulled a gun on him, which he took away from her. Dixon's brother Ronald Stewart reportedly came in to check on the two outside the home. Loyd then shot Dixon and Stewart as they attempted to walk back into the house, according to police. Dixon's mother, Stephanie Dixon Daniels, was also there at the time of the shooting. Stephanie and her younger son, Dominique Daniels, testified at the time that they rushed outside to help Stewart and Dixon, but were shot at by Loyd. Daniels claims he pulled his mother back into the house after more gunshots were fired. Loyd was then on the run from the police. He was spotted in Walmart and approached by police officer Deborah Clayton in January 2017. She tried to arrest him, but was sadly killed by Loyd, who shot her.
All right, so you was in Walmart.
Yes.
What did you see happen?
I came out right there on the side, and the officer walked by me. The young lady that's over there talking to the other officer had approached her and told her that there was a guy in there that was wanted for a crime, and
It was a female officer?
it was a female officer.
So you were in there when this guy was shopping. Regular looking dude? Just
Yes,
an average looking?
The average looking dude. He walked by me. He had a security vest on and everything. He just walked right by me, and I came out next to the side. I'm walking down the side, right past the officer. I heard her tell him to stop or whatever. He shot her. He shot her down, and he took off running. I mean, it is unreal. I never expected nothing like this. I just stopped to get a headlight, and I see a shooting, man. He didn't have to do that. The officer just asked him to stop.
And then you said he was shooting backwards as he was running?
As he was running, he was shooting back. He was shooting backwards. I mean, I hit the ground on the side here because I didn't know which way the shooters were coming from at first. Because I thought he was a security officer for Walmart because he was walking around the store shopping.
Right, so he was dressed like a security officer?
Yes, he was dressed like a security guy. He had a shirt on and had security on it. And I'm not from around here. I just happened to stop here to buy a headlight from a truck, and this is what happens. It's sad.
Man.
It's sad.
All right, so it was a female officer. Was she parked in the front, or was she like?
She had just come out of Walmart. She was shopping herself. She put a couple items in her car, and a customer walked up to her and said a guy that they were looking for, wanted, was in the store in line for the checkout. And she went in there to, I guess, confront him. And as she was going back to Walmart, he was coming out, and he shot her.
Oh, so she met him at the door when he was walking out?
Met him at the door walking out.
And he just put the gun to her face, chest. You don't know where he shot her at?
No, I don't know where he hit her at. I know looked like she had a vest on, but I think he hit her up around the head area. So.
And you said he unloaded, like, you heard at least how many shots did you hear?
Oh, man, I must have heard at least 12 shots, man. At least 12 shots. Yeah, 12 shots. It's sad. sad day.
Right.
Sad. So, I'm just speechless right now. I never seen nothing like this before. Always heard about it, but never seen it in person.
Anybody ever rush over to help the female officer afterwards? Like,
No. Nobody didn't go over there until a little while later, because everybody that was out in the area of the park. They had hit the ground. Everybody took cover.
okay.
Sadly, a police officer called Norman Lewis was hit by a van while searching for Markeith Loyd. He died as a result of being hit by the van. Orlando police located Loyd in an abandoned house, where Loyd was taken into custody. The police were extremely sad that Deborah Clayton had been shot by Loyd, and they beat him up, leading Loyd to being blinded in one eye. He was placed in Clayton's handcuffs and taken to the police station for questioning.
We're now set.
Okay, let me go get these straighten these cuffs off on the button.
No.
You guys recording?
Good.
Always on.
Who in charge?
Yeah.
Who in charge?
They'll be in a second.
Yeah. If you go around to the
Got other photo records, okay, boss? Hey, está puesto. Está puesto. You got hand sanitizer?
Hey, can y'all straighten these cuffs out for me?
Just 1 second, okay, guys? They coming out to do that.
They're real tight, bro.
No, they're
real tight.
Both.
They numb my wrist up, the cuffs.
What?
The cuffs, they numb my wrist. They real tight, they're crushing.
Don't worry about that. I guess nobody has the key right now. No, I left mine in the car.
So the key's in the car.
Yeah.
But could you straighten these cuffs when you do that?
Give us 1 second, alright, guy?
You crazy.
Somebody's coming to see you.
Could y'all straighten these cuffs out for me, please?
We getting the key. We getting the key.
Right now.
Here.
Excuse me, sir. Could y'all straighten this cuff out for me?
Yeah, we're gonna. Anybody got that now? You still got it? No, okay. So make sure y'all look for it. We need to.
He wants Tim and I over here with you.
Alright, no problem.
What's up with these cuffs, bro?
I'm gonna get the fire department. Give me a minute.
But cuffs? Now you being
Listen,
funny.
no, listen. I'm being funny. I'm telling you, I got the fire department coming to look at you. Okay? Is that cool? All right.
Could you
Yeah,
cut
it's
these
on
cuffs?
that far back wall. There's
My
just
hand
candle lights
won't
on
be
there.
bro.
That's all we use.
One thing at a time. I got the fire department coming. Give me that minute, okay? Thank you, sir.
When they come checking on me?
They're on the way, man.
We're on getting our stuff in here right now.
Man, I know y'all got a key to this shit, man. This shit killing me, bro. My hand's swelling up. This shit, come on, man.
Sit down.
Sit
Y'all gonna ready to kill me. Y'all on some bullshit, bro.
Sit down.
Right cuff?
Sit down.
Could you do this cuff?
Sit.
Bro, this cuff fucked up, bro.
Sit down. And do not get back up.
Could you do this cuff, bro?
No.
This right cuff?
I ain't got no handcuff.
It's fine.
The right cuff fucked up. The left cuff, all right. The
They're
right
fine.
cuff fucked up, bro.
Do you have gloves? Do you guys have
It cut off my circulation.
bring us a cup, bring a box.
Yeah.
You don't have any.
Bro, it cut off my circulation. I feel my hand swelling up. My whole hand swelling up, bro.
While the officers are understandably upset and angry at Loyd, the way they treated him during their interactions with him since his capture can and was used by Loyd's defense team against them.
From the beginning of this investigation, the Orlando Police Department has had a focused anger and hate towards my client because of him taking the life of one of their officers.
His attorney, Terry Lenneman, wanting to show the jury this video of an interrogation of Loyd, who several times during the interview complained about his handcuffs that once belonged to Lieutenant Clayton being on too tight.
The focus isn't on what my client's saying other than him begging these officers for over an hour and a half for help and being ignored completely by them and mocked and laughed and other things.
Me a favor, you get me some napkins somewhere, like a bunch of them. What is that?
Markeith, I'm Detective Cadiz with Orlando Police.
This right code shit.
We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. Can you sit up and tell me your name?
No, this shit killing me. I'm telling you, you're cutting off my blood circulation.
Okay. We can work on that. Let me see the handcuffs.
I've been telling that for a moment.
I got it, man.
Okay.
My hand dead.
I can see space in the handcuff. I can see space between the chin there.
I'm gonna open her up. Listen, I'm gonna open her up just a little bit.
Oh,
You tell me,
shit.
sir,
Hold
okay?
on. Oh, shit.
Just a little bit. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's enough on that one. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
You gotta get to it, man.
Oh.
You gotta get to it.
Oh, shit.
You're a pretty bulky guy, so
Fuck. Oh.
come on, man. It ain't nothing, bro. Nothing but a 10.
Oh.
What is wrong with this?
Oh. Oh.
I'm going to okay.
Oh, shit. Oh. Come on, brother.
Right there, man.
The detectives enter the room and give Loyd some very brief medical attention. This is probably to get Loyd to be more likely to talk to the detectives.
That's what you get right there,
That
okay?
shit hurt me.
If you move it, it's gonna turn up.
Oh, you didn't even feel it. They didn't even move that motherfucker. Shit killed me, bro.
Alright, this is what I'm gonna do real quick, man. Face me.
Oh.
Face me. Face me, Markeith. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe a little bit of your face, alright? I don't think that's gonna do much, but. I'm only gonna do, look up a little bit. That hurt?
No.
Alright, you good? Okay, I'm good too. I did a little bit, man. We'll get the rest in a little bit, okay?
Is that better? Markeith, look up for me. Tell me your name and date of birth.
Markeith Loyd.
All right.
75. Fuck, man.
We're gonna talk to you real quick and tell you what's going on, okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. This is Detective Cadiz, 12277, reference case number 2017-11345. Date today is January 17th, 2017. Time is 19:54 hours. We're in CID interview room number 5. Markeith, give me your name and date of birth again.
My name is Markeith Loyd, 10875.
Okay, Markeith, listen up real quick. Right now you're under arrest, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Anything you say may be used against you in court. You understand that? Can you speak up a little bit?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you can't afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anyone threaten you or promise you anything right now to get you to talk to us?
No, sir.
Okay. Also in the room,
This is Detective Danny Garcia Pagan with the Orange County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit.
okay. Markeith, you know why you're here tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us why you think you're here tonight? You've obviously been hiding for quite a while. You've been running from place to place. You're in custody tonight for obviously a pretty serious offense. Can you tell us why you're in custody tonight?
What I'm in custody for?
You're in custody for homicide, okay? All right. Can you tell us where you were all day today?
What homicide?
We'll talk about that in a second. Can you tell us where you've been today? Were you at the house all day today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm fucked up right now.
Markeith.
Okay, Markeith, just talk to us. Sit up a little bit. You're not that fucked up. You can talk.
The police are normally far more calculated and composed and deliberate when interrogating a suspect. However, in this case, it is absolutely clear that they have been heavily impacted by the death of Deborah Clayton. Although not completely without strategy, the detectives are clearly emotionally involved in the investigation. They were probably extremely confident in getting multiple convictions, which could also have been a reason for why the interview was not as calculated as normal.
Okay? Sit up and talk to us a little bit. This is in reference to a homicide that occurred about a week ago. And you know the one we're talking about. You've been running for a reason. You've been all over the news. You're well aware of why we've been looking for you.
I'm running because the news, because y'all making up stories.
Tell us what story we're making up and tell us why it shouldn't be believed.
I just came to the house, started shooting Sade, which that's a complete lie.
You just what?
Which that's a complete lie.
What is?
That I just came to the house and shot Sade. That's a complete lie.
Okay, well, those are the things that we want. Listen to me, man. It's been a long freaking month. We've been running around doing a lot of different things. Understand that I'm here just as tired as you are, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been racking my brains, man. You've been doing pretty good for a month. You got me for a month. We're right here sitting now. Dude, we're gonna go ahead and clarify some things. If I'm wrong about something, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm wrong. But it's up to you to clarify what's been going on. Sit up, man. I'm trying to give you some respect, man. See, in the street, it goes like this. In the street, Markeith wants respect. And he wants everybody to give it to him. And guess what? I'm going to give it to you whether you deserve it or not. But right now, you know what I need? I need you to give me a little bit, because I deserve it. Okay? I'm here giving you all the respect in the world.
The detective speaks to Loyd in street slang. It's clear the detective is trying to relate to Loyd and get on a level with him by using words and terms such as man, or you know what I'm saying, and talking about respect. It's unlikely a police detective would actually speak like this normally. However, he's speaking like this deliberately to develop a compatible tone and rapport with the suspect, the goal increasing the chances of Loyd talking.
That is respect.
Okay, well, all I want to do is talk to you and figure something.
It's police brutality, and I ain't dead shit.
But you know what happened to Sade? That was bad too. So if you can explain to me what happened, maybe I can understand it. Because I'm looking at you like you did something wrong, and if you didn't do something wrong, then you gotta explain it to me.
Man, y'all know what happened. Sade put a gun on me. Y'all know what happened. Y'all got the goddamn.
So who's gonna tell me that if it ain't you? You're the only one that was there. You, Sade, Ronald, all the people. But I wasn't there. And right now, how we're gonna clarify these things is you telling me what happened. Because I don't want to guess anymore. I want to be right.
The detectives are very unlikely to believe a word Loyd says, but want to make him feel like what he has to say means something, because they want to gather as much information as possible to use against him.
And I don't want to write the story that you tell me is your story. You control that, because you're the one that was there. But a lot of things have happened since December 13th, man. And only you can clarify that. See, I'm not sitting here. He's not sitting here. We're not playing with you. All we want to know is the truth. We're here already, man. This part of the story is already written. We're going to move forward from here. You write the rest. But what I don't want is for me to give you respect and for you to treat me like I'm a punk. You can't even sit up and look at me.
Bro, y'all just beat my ass. I don't want to hear that shit.
Markeith, ain't nobody in this room beat your ass.
This
is your opportunity. This is the opportunity you have right now.
Just beat my ass. I ain't coming here like this.
This is your opportunity right now to tell us the story. What happened? And tell us what happened.
Okay, so right now I want to give you what you deserve. So why don't you talk to me and tell me what's up, man? You've been running for a little while. We've been talking to a lot of people, and you know it, man. Your face has been all over the TV.
I'm running, stay out the goddamn way, not fucking with nobody.
So what happened with Sade? I know she got in your face. I know she said some things to you that you didn't like.
I broke up with Sade.
Because why?
Because she was lying about smoking.
Because she was pregnant with you, baby, and you told her to stop smoking because that's bad for the baby.
She was lying about smoking.
Yeah, so I know that. But tell me what else happened. What got to the point that you had to do what you had to do? If you had to defend yourself, then you need to tell me, man.
Yeah.
The detective is using the typical method of lowering the admission of guilt by giving the suspect the option of admitting to a lesser charge. And he does this by asking Loyd if he needed to defend himself. There's no doubt the detectives would prefer a full confession, but sometimes suspects find it easier to admit to lesser charges than the more serious charges they are facing, and then the detectives can build on that and work from there.
I know Sade when he got a gun. Y'all got a gun.
What happened downstairs?
She when he got a gun, her brother ended up coming out and he jumped on me. That's how the shit happened.
Which one, the older brother or the younger brother? Because she's got two
The
brothers.
older brother and the younger brother got dropped out while man was outside talking, so all that about me just coming there and shooting up the place, that's a fucking lie.
That's not what's been written.
That was me.
No. I'm telling you what I wrote it.
I've seen it on news myself.
Markeith, forget the news. The news put in there whatever they want to put in there. I'm telling you, I'm the one who wrote it.
That's what they did. That's what they said.
No, that's what the news are saying. They're gonna fill in the
I
blanks.
just came to the door, started shooting Sade. That's a fucking lie.
That's not what was written. Okay, I'm telling you, I wrote it, and that's not what was written.
That's what the news said.
I don't care about the news. I don't work for the news.
Shit.
What I said was this. I said that you went there.
The dude prosecuted me.
No, forget well, then tell the truth about what happened, and we can clear some of that stuff. If it didn't happen how they're saying it, then let's clear it. But you know what? The only person that can do that is you. Me and this detective right here, we cannot write the story for you. You can do that yourself. So this is the time to do it. Because I know where you've been all day. I know the answer to that. I can sit here and ask you 1,000 questions and know the answer to them. But I don't know exactly how you felt that day that you had to pull the trigger at Sade's house. If you were defending yourself, then you need to tell me. Because you are the only one that can tell me that. But listen, and this is no disrespect. Hear my words and hear them clearly. Okay? You did what you did. If you have to defend yourself, that's what it was. But you man up now and clarify for me. My challenge to you is be a man. You were a man that day to do what you have to do. I'm challenging you right now. Be a man, okay? Be a man and tell me what happened. Because that's the only way we can clear this shit. Forget the news. The news is not here. It's you, I, and him.
The detective is trying to get Loyd to confess to killing Dixon and shooting her brother by using what he thinks is important to Loyd, which is being a man. He is trying to get Loyd to associate being a man with confessing to killing Dixon and shooting Dixon's brother.
That's who's here. So you're gonna do that? You're gonna man up or what?
Yeah, I said no. I ain't.
Listen, bro. Who pulled the gun on you? Sade or her brother?
Sade pulled a gun on me.
When?
What you mean when?
When the brother came out? When?
Before the brother even came out.
You guys were talking outside?
Yeah, we were talking outside when the younger brother got dropped off, all that.
And he went inside?
Come up shooting, that's a fucking lie.
That's not how I wrote it.
Yeah, no, and I fucking broke up with her. If you check the fucking text message.
I did.
I wasn't tripping off her. She the one was tripping. And I'm lying to her saying I want a fucking family with her, which I did, but we can't have what you lying. So other than that, I wasn't tripping by shit. That wasn't me.
Right, so she pulled the gun on you, you had to do, what did you do?
I disowned her.
You took it from her?
Yeah.
And what did you do with her gun?
I put it in my back pocket, but when her brother jumped me, I guess they had to fall out.
You fall out. And when did you take your gun out?
While me and him was cussing.
The older brother, Ronald, right?
Yeah.
You know him as Ronald?
The older brother, yeah.
Okay. Who did you shoot first, him or her?
Man.
Him? Because he was on you?
They know what's going on. I talked to my lawyer because y'all just beat me up, but you want me to talk to you.
Loyd actually asks for a lawyer here, and the police should have stopped the interview at that stage.
Markeith, I wasn't there. I'm here. I asked for somebody to find you.
I ain't had no business. I ain't got no problem talking. I ain't trying to hide shit I motherfucking did.
And I'm not disrespecting you either. Am I treating you with respect?
It was events that went along before that. I ain't just do no shit like that.
Okay, so fast forward, man. Fast forward. We go through all this stuff. You do what you do. Whatever happened.
I'm over here fucked up. What you mean fast forward?
No, I'm fast forwarding to last week, 10 days ago.
Markeith, we got to know what happened, okay? We got a grieving family here for a police officer. They want to know what happened. They deserve to know what happened. You know Sergeant Clayton was good people, okay?
I don't know her.
You know what she is. You guys went to the same school. You guys came from the same neighborhood. You know she was good people.
I don't fucking know.
Tell us what happened with her. Did she draw down on you first? What happened?
Y'all know she drew down on me first.
No, we don't. You're the only one there. Tell us what happened.
Man, y'all know she
drew down. Did she fire the first shot at you?
Y'all know she drew down on me first.
Why is she shooting at you?
In front of everybody. The fuck. That wasn't professional. If I was a police officer, I'd have sat back and got, she already called me back up. I'd have waited down and followed the goddamn car, see what car he got in. That shit was dangerous for everybody. They ain't called that much.
So she came at you? I mean, we don't know this. This is why we need you to tell us.
She came at me.
Loyd goes on a bizarre rant about how he would have handled the situation if he was a police officer, talking about how the situation was dangerous for everyone. It's sad he didn't show that level of care for his unborn child, Dixon, or Clayton, and the rest of his victims.
For what? What'd she do when she came at you?
She pulled a gun on me. Y'all know she came at me, shit.
Okay, we didn't know that she pulled a gun first. This is what kind of stuff we need to know. She pulled a gun on you, then what?
Man, I need to rest. I need to be better, man. I'm fucked up.
This is your opportunity. Markeith, this is your opportunity. Everyone's been saying all these things about you. This is your opportunity to set the story straight.
I just talk to y'all because I ain't tripping.
Well, okay, well, if you ain't tripping, man, it's like this, man.
No, because y'all done fucking fucked me up. Y'all
Markeith, we are not the ones that messed you up, okay? We're the ones giving you the opportunity to tell the truth about what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton.
No, Markeith, let me ask you this.
Trying to goddamn talk on car.
Okay, hey, Markeith.
We shot it down and let her turn me in.
Markeith, check me out. No, Markeith, check me out. You worry about how you feeling right now, okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day. So you worry about you, that shit's gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead. If Sade deserved it, then you tell me she deserved it.
I got a hole so big in my fucking mouth.
But you cannot tell me that Sergeant Clayton deserved what happened to her. You're tired, I know that. You've been running for a long time. You're not eating right, you're not sleeping right.
Then they lock my family, my people. How the fuck somebody helping me? I'm about trying to buy my own food out of Walmart. Fuck up out here.
Well, that's what they said.
Let's Markeith, this is about getting the truth out right now as to what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton. Okay? We need to know if Sergeant Clayton pulled that gun on you first. We need to know if you felt threatened, if you did what you had to do.
Yeah,
tell us what happened.
Yeah, she pulled a gun on me.
Did she threaten you?
Yeah, she pulled a gun on me. Y'all know she pulled a gun on me. I got the tape.
And is that why you did what you had to do?
Yeah.
So tell us what happened. If you're threatened, tell us what happened.
Man, I ain't got to talk, man. I'll talk to my lawyer and let him talk to y'all. I done told y'all nothing, and y'all done beat the fucking shit out of me, and I ain't have to do that.
Was she threatening you in the parking lot? Was she threatening you at the door? When exactly were you being threatened? This is your opportunity, Markeith.
This ain't my opportunity. You don't see me. You don't see how my fucking blood over here.
That blood will heal. Those wounds are going to heal. Okay?
Ain't no nothing. I can't even open my fucking eye.
That will heal. All of that is going to heal. What happened with Sergeant Clayton, that's a whole different story. Okay? Did she come at you and threaten you? Did you have to do what you had to do? Tell us why you did what you did. Was she threatening you when she was on the ground? When she's on her back and you're shooting her, were you feeling threatened?
She was shooting the whole time.
She's shooting at you while she's on her back?
She was shooting.
How can she shoot at you from her back?
I'm on the ground. I'm shooting from the ground too. They're on the ground on me and shit.
Okay, so she's on her back, she's shooting at you. Is that why you're shooting at her? Is that why?
Y'all give me some medical attention. Y'all
Markeith, these are simple questions. She's on her back shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, and I ain't got.
Tell us what's happening when she's shooting when she's on her back shooting at you. Tell us what's happening from there. Is that why you shot at her while she's on her back?
I ain't posed nobody. I ain't did shit to nobody.
She's shot. She's on her back while she's being shot, Markeith. There's only one reason why you're doing this. Okay?
I'm defending myself.
You're defending yourself against her? Why didn't you just run? You had the opportunity to run. You had the opportunity to fight.
No, I didn't.
You had all kinds of opportunities. You chose to shoot. Why did you choose to shoot?
I had no opportunity to run.
You telling me you can't outrun her? You can't outrun a female with 30, 40 pounds of gear on her? You're going to try and tell us you couldn't outrun her? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
I ain't shooting none. Why she choose to approach me instead of follow the car? When people standing out, she put all on.
What difference would it have made whether she approaches you or 10 police officers shoot you?
Because it would have made a difference because the car would have been surrounded and the situation could have came out.
You saying you can't help yourself and that's why you had to shoot?
Man, you saying that. Now
Then tell us what happened. You're not telling us anything.
Now we finna finish talking because you're trying to put words.
No. Tell us what happened. That's the question.
Man, y'all give me some.
She came up, she came to talk to you. You pulled a gun. You had the opportunity. Then tell us. We don't know.
Shit, that's a damn lie.
Then tell us what
I
happened.
ain't gotta tell you shit because now you're trying to put words in my goddamn mouth.
I'm trying to ask you to put your own words out there.
I ain't trying to put words in my mouth.
Just like you chose to shoot, just instead of run, just like you chose to shoot instead of fight. You obviously can't run, you can't shoot, you can't fight.
All right, well, what you talking for then?
Then tell us what happened, Markeith.
You say the insult, brother.
All right, Markeith, let me ask you this, man. Look, okay, we're gonna get you medical attention. Coming, get medical attention, okay? All right. Start me from the morning. What happened from the morning?
Oh shit.
As soon as you went in there, hear me out. As soon as you went in there to buy your food, what happened? Tell me your story in your own words, from the beginning to the end. And then we don't have to put any words in your mouth. Markeith, you went to Walmart.
All y'all been doing is lying. I ain't trying to talk. All y'all been doing is lying. Y'all lot of people talking about they help me. How the fuck they help me? I'm in Walmart buying my own damn food.
Tell your story then. You went to buy your own food.
Because y'all know they went because y'all made up shit on them.
Then you tell me the story.
Man, telling you shit, y'all making up shit, bro.
I don't have to make up anything if you tell me the story.
Markeith, we either hear it from you or we hear it from the people that saw what you did. We hear it from you, or we have to just basically see what the video says. All that's saying one thing. Here's your opportunity to say what happened. Where you coming from?
I need medical attention. I can't.
Medical attention is coming.
I can't open my eye. Ain't no medical attention coming because y'all bullshit. Why they can't yet? Y'all been saying that. Come on, man.
You don't need to open your eyes, Markeith. You need to open your mouth.
No.
Okay.
You get the fuck out my motherfucking face. Going about your business. I don't need to open my eye and open my mouth. What do you think you talking to, brother?
Markeith, this is the opportunity that we're talking about. This is the interaction you obviously had with Sergeant Clayton. Sergeant Clayton attempted to do the right thing with you, and you chose to do what you did.
Don't know about your business, brother.
She tried to do the right thing. You did what you did.
You said what you want to say. Don't know about your business, brother.
Until we hear different, we gotta go with what everyone's telling us. We gotta see that basically you gunned her down for no reason. You gunned down a police officer because basically you're too scared to run.
Don't know about your business, brother.
Until we hear different from you, that's the only option we see out there. We see you gunning down a police officer while she's on her back. Tell us something different.
What did you shoot at the other police officer over there when you ran from your car? Markeith, man, I'm trying to give you the respect that you probably don't ever deserve. Why don't you just tell me, bro?
How I don't deserve him? I'm a man just like you.
Well, then treat me like it, man. I'm treating you like a man, but you're not treating me like a man. You're not even looking at me, man. You can't even talk to me, bro. Talk to me, man.
You don't see what your fellow officers did? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. My mother can't look at you. Give me some medical attention.
It's coming, bro. I already asked for it. It's coming.
Shit ain't came yet.
It's coming. Markeith, why did you shoot at the other officer? What did he do to you to make you shoot at him? Did he come at you wrong too? I mean, you gotta tell me something, man.
Man, y'all got me here. I'm in pain. I'm under duress, and y'all just in here just trying to drill me. I ain't got something to tell y'all. I'm under
This
duress.
is what we're trying to figure out. Are these officers threatening you?
Man, I'm
Are
under-
you
I'm under duress.
taking these actions because officers are threatening
I'm
you?
under duress and I'm in pain. Y'all officers done beat me up. I'm bleeding to death over here. I'm under duress and I'm in pain. Spit coming out my swallow, spit coming out air. Blood coming out air. Well, I'm under duress and y'all here questioning me. And I'm under duress and I'm in pain and I'm hurting.
It's ironic how Loyd shows so much concern about his own pain, as opposed to the concern he showed to his victims, just highlighting despite being a big unit of a man, his thinking and mentality is anything but.
Those two things ain't gonna change, Markeith.
Right.
Your pain ain't gonna change for any time soon, whether medical attention sees you or not. The duress, whatever, okay? All we hear is that these people are threatening you and you stood up for yourself, okay? We just wanna know how a police officer on her back trying to do her job is threatening you. Why you had to take that action that you did versus all the other options that you had. You had other options. Why did you choose the option you chose? That's the simple question. Can you tell us if the deputy was threatening you at the Highland Oaks? Can you tell us why you had to shoot at him? Markeith, you've led nothing but a gutless life, man. You've shot at all your women. Sadie ain't the first woman you shot, okay? You've had a gutless life. This is your one opportunity to show some sort of, show that you're a man at
You know
some
what?
point,
You know what's
Markeith.
funny? You know what's funny? I'm gonna use your words, Markeith.
That's rapping.
I'm gonna use your words, and you listen to me real carefully, man. You know what you said? You wanted to be America's Most Wanted. You were legendary.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you man to man right now. You know what a legendary motherfucker does? He freaking steps on his 2 feet, and he freaking stands up and says, "This is what I did." You want people to respect you and fear you.
Cause I was just on the motherfucking phone telling the woman called it I was gonna get shot. They dead and they turned me in so they can get the reward.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know that's
Shit,
after
you
the
talking
fact.
about- man,
I'm talking about you talking about being America's Most
You
Wanted.
don't know.
What do you mean by that?
You don't know me.
Oh, you talking about being legendary. What is that about?
The detectives are trying to bait Loyd into some form of confession by asking him to show that he is a man by saying his version of events. They are also trying to use the bad boy mentality Loyd tries to portray against him.
I be standing up for myself.
They're standing up for yourself?
Anything. Y'all police killing our kids with their hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you talking about
You killed a baby, man.
police killing our kids with their hands up.
You killed a baby.
That wasn't me.
You killed a baby. So don't even judge me on that.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
No.
Oh, that's legendary. That's a real man.
That wasn't even meant to happen.
That was meant to happen, but it happened.
No, it wasn't meant to happen.
But it happened.
Yeah, but I ain't jumping on nobody.
Huh?
I ain't jumping on nobody. Somebody jumped on me.
Somebody jumped on you. You're a grown-ass man. We're talking about a baby, 3-month-old baby, in the belly.
Ain't talking about no baby, because there wasn't no baby that jumped on me. So what you talking about?
I'm talking about the baby you killed, man.
All right, brother.
You see what I'm saying? So it's okay for you to talk tough, but when I talk tough to you, you want to backpedal, man.
And you ain't talking tough. You just trying to talk to get me to talk, but I ain't.
I ain't trying to get you to talk, man. You either tell the truth or you don't, man. Because your word is your bond. You either act like grown-ass man right now, or you put your hand between your knees, man. You got 2 options, bro. You got 2 options. Because I'm not the one saying that you're a coward for killing a woman with a baby in her belly. I'm not the one saying that. Your people are saying that. Your people are saying that. You ran for 30 days plus, but we found you. So at the end, you weren't that smart after all. But you know why, Markeith? You know why, Markeith? You done your time, man. You done a long, long time. You know the system in and out. And you get to live for as long as you want to live. When God says, this is your last day, that's your last day. But Sergeant Clayton didn't have that opportunity. Because you made that choice for her. Sade and that baby, they didn't have that opportunity because you made that choice for them. Luckily, her brother lived.
I ain't made shit.
Bro, your actions, man. I'm talking about your actions. And then you run because you don't want to face reality, bro.
I ain't gonna get no motherfucking gun. I ain't made shit. I ain't jumping nobody. I ain't made shit. So you can kill that.
Tell me the reason why. You killed that baby. Tell me the reason why. You shot Ronald right straight in the chest. You tell me the reason why. You defending yourself? Then tell me the whole story and I'll listen. You shot Sergeant Clayton because she threatened you. She's giving you commands to stop and you kill her because she pulls a gun on you. That's her job. That's your option. That's your choice. So you a badass, man. When you do your thing, but you can't even face me and talk to me about it. Because there's no way in hell that you can believe your own words, man. What about that other cop? Because he got behind you, you got the option of shooting at him? Luckily he didn't die. You know what we told you, Mom? That we didn't want to hurt you, man. We didn't want to kill you. We wanted you to face justice. And here you are alive.
I've been trying to kill, but the fuck you talking about?
You are here alive, man.
And y'all done framed murder on me already and everything. The fuck you mean y'all don't want to kill this motherfucker sitting there trying to kill me?
So did we frame Sade's murder too?
Shit, y'all done framed murder on me before.
Did we frame Sade's murder on you?
No, but y'all motherfuckers let the motherfucker know.
Did we frame the baby murder on you too?
Y'all was with that.
Huh? Did we frame Sergeant Clayton's murder on you?
Y'all was with that.
Oh, you can't say that though, right?
Y'all let new people lie.
So you're the victim here now.
Like I just came with them and just went to
You're the victim here now.
That's a cold.
Tell me that.
That's the cold brother lie. You fucking around with the victim to y'all lies.
Tell me you're a victim and I'll give you a freaking hug. Because that's what you sound like right now. See, a real man will tell the truth. A real man will tell the truth. And I thought, you know what I thought today? That I was going to come sit down in here and talk to a real man. But even then, you can't even say that. You want to be legendary with lies. See, that's a punk move. Everybody tells me, man, that guy's for real, man. Right now, I don't see that.
Markeith, just, I mean, you every time you have an opportunity to show that you're the man you talk about, that you're this friggin' badass you talk all that shit about how you ain't going down without a fight, and as soon as the officers confront you in the yard, you bow down like a bitch in body armor. So what are you now?
I ain't talking about being no badass. What the fuck you talking about?
You talking all this shit about how badass you are, but when the officers confront you at the house on Lescott, what'd you do?
Alright, man, well, alright, bye.
You bitched out. So you get confronted by a female at the front door with your unborn child in her. What do? You light her up. Sergeant Clayton's trying to do her job and tell you what to do. What do? You hide behind a pillar and you light her up. Because you a bitch in body armor. Come out and say what happened.
The detectives at this point are probably aware that Loyd is unlikely to confess to the crimes and are continuously using a combination of attacking his character and trying to bait him out. However, this appears to be having little to no success.
You running around talking shit on social media, saying this and jibber jabber and that. Here's your opportunity to talk about yourself. Say what happened.
Like bitches and all that shit that I ain't never disrespecting. I ain't gonna let you disrespect me.
What you want us to do? You sitting there looking down, bleeding. You sitting down there. We're giving you ample opportunity to say what you need to say to speak the truth. And what do you do? What opportunity do you take?
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm treating you with respect. You ain't telling me nothing either. So it's not about getting respect or not getting respect, because you ain't saying shit.
You've been treated right your whole life. You've had people treat you right your whole life, and what do? You put bullets in them. Because you're a punk. Because you put bullets in people to treat you right. What did Sade ever do to you? What did that unborn child do to you? Nothing. You're a little bitch that puts bullets in people when they do you right.
Markeith.
Fuck you.
Markeith, tell me something, man.
Ain't no more rap.
All right, check these out. What do I tell Sade's mom? Hey, last thing I'm gonna ask you, man. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this. What do I tell Sade's mom? Do I tell her that you're sorry, that you said you don't care, that it's her fault that she's dead? What do you want me to tell her?
No rap.
Huh? You were gonna call her parents to call so they can turn you in and get money or whatever.
No, I was gonna call her father.
Her father, all right. So you're gonna call her father, but
Call her stepdad.
is that gonna be your I'm sorry? Here's some money. That's all she was worth. $100,000.
No, it wasn't about no money.
So what was it about? You were tired of running? All I need to know is, what do I tell these people? You know, another deputy going out there to help out after you kill Sergeant Clayton, die. What do I tell his parents? That it was in vain? That these people died for no reason? What do I tell them? Because to me, it's more important what the family has to hear coming from you. Because I don't think you're ever going to say sorry to them face to face. So why don't you just let me do that? Why don't you just tell Sade's mom, tell her stepfather, her father, whoever, this is what it is. And I'll go tell them. And you tell me, and we'll go tell Sergeant Clinton's family, this is what it is. I mean, if you're sorry about it.
That's a simple question, Markeith. Are you sorry about it? Are you sorry it went down like it did? Is that what you wanted all along? Is that what did you walk into the Walmart that day to say, I'm going to kill the first police officer that says shit to me? Is that what you walked in there thinking?
You obviously didn't want to die. That's why you were wearing body armor, right? So it was all about you. That's a little selfish to me. You should have stood there and said, hey man, come get me. This is where I'm at. If that's what you wanted, if you wanted to fight. See, you're not the type of man to hide. I know that. But you know what? The last 30 days, you proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. Because your whole life, you do what you want to do. Yeah, you spent some time in prison. That was a small price to pay for all the shit you done in your life, and you know it.
And you stupid motherfucker, I ain't did shit in my life, so you can shut your damn mouth. I ain't never did shit. I ain't never had a felony tie with a predator. The fuck you talking about? Now you just rapping.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, because I ain't never get in trouble. You just rapping.
I'm just rapping?
Yeah, you just rapping.
So one day you decided to go and freaking shoot Sade. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on, let me see. Oh, she came at you with a gun. But you don't want to tell me the whole story. Oh, wait a minute. Sergeant Clayton, the same thing. She came at you with a fucking gun, right? Oh, you're a fucking victim every goddamn time. But every time you decide to pull up a gun, no. I'm giving you respect, man. I'm giving you respect. It's not about rap. It's not about rap. See, you don't want to hear it. That's why you're telling me to be quiet. Because for the first time in your life, a man just like you stands right in front of your face and tells you the truth. Because in the street, you say what you want, and motherfuckers don't do shit because they scare you. I'm not scared of you. I'm telling you the truth, and you can't handle that. You cannot handle it. Because a grown-ass man like you, me, is telling you the truth to your face, and you can't even talk. You want a little freaking Band-Aid on your face. That's some bitch-ass move, and you know it. Man, you worry about the little blood coming from your face. You forget that I was there and I looked at Sade. You forget that I was there, that I went over there when they split her wide open and I saw what you did to that baby in the belly. See, I was there.
Brother.
But to you, you're a victim.
You slide, brother.
You're a victim. You want some victim compensation? You want us to wear a pink ribbon for you?
This is an amplified example of where the detective seems to be genuinely angry and saying how he actually thinks and feels, as opposed to most other interrogations where the police tend to be very deliberate, calculated, and composed.
Markeith, you want us to say anything to the families of these people? We're going to go talk to Sergeant Clayton's people. We're going to talk to Sade's people. Okay? We're going to talk to the deputy who was killed chasing you's people. You want to say anything to them? You give a shit at all to that woman who's probably one of the truly nicest, biggest heart police officers I've ever met in my life. A woman who truly gave a shit about this community, who truly got into this line of work to make the community a better place. and you shot her down like a fucking dog because you're a little goddamn pussy. Okay? You want anything to say to that family?
Your mama.
Huh?
Your mama a pussy.
Whatever, dude. You're a little bitch and you know it. You want to say anything to that family? Do you want to say anything to that family?
Your dad does big things for to get some respect and you disrespect him.
What respect do you deserve? You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
Alright, well go on then. What the fuck you still in front of me for then?
That's about the smartest thing you said all night.
Go on about your business.
Smartest thing you said all night.
Go on about your business. What you still here for?
Yep. You got that right.
What you still here for?
You got it right.
Ain't no Markeith nothing. Y'all gotta give respect to give respect.
Did I give it to you? I gave it to you, right? I gave it to you. I talked to you like a man. I talked to you like a man. I talked. Let me ask you something. Did I disrespect you? Did I disrespect you?
Yeah, both of y'all.
How did I disrespect you?
Yeah, you been calling the same shit too.
Because I told you the truth to your face. I didn't call you no names.
You don't want to hear the truth.
I didn't call you no names. You know what I did? I told you the truth. I told you the truth. But man to man, if you're not going to freaking tell me the truth, if you're not going to talk to me like a man, then tell me that. Tell me, man, I can't do it. I cannot talk to you like a man. Just say it.
I got a goddamn hole in my mouth. Y'all talking about other shit.
Sade had a bunch of them in her body too. And so did that baby. And so did Sergeant Clayton. You want to compare holes? We can compare holes.
Yours are gonna heal. Okay? Your wounds are gonna heal. You're gonna be fine. Okay?
I read something you put on freaking Facebook. You talk about love and God first and family this and family that.
That's a load of shit there.
You know, I look at it, you know, man, this guy can be the nicest guy one day and the opposite the next. See, I think about, damn, you know, sometimes I get pissed off, man. Sometimes I want to say some things to my woman. Sometimes I want to say some things to my kids. Sometimes I want to say things to the people I work with. You know what? And I hold back. You know why? Because most of the times I'm wrong. I'm jumping to conclusions. But you, not you, you don't say something. You pull a gun, you freaking shoot it. Girl in the past, pissed to you. You pissed at her. Pull a gun and shoot at her.
Yeah, none of that happened, so you can shut the fuck up.
None of that happened? How about Sade? Did not happen? Did I make that shit up? Am I imagining things? Is it a fairy fucking tale that she's dead? Because last time I freaking checked, when I stood right there and they were doing an autopsy, I know what I saw. I've been doing this for a long time. You're good at what you do, and I'm pretty sure that I'm good at what I do. And I know what I saw.
Girl, you say you're defending yourself. You say that these people are coming at you, they're attacking you. Even when you defended yourself, even when the attack stopped, Sergeant Clayton, she was down. She was down. You already shot her. She wasn't getting up off her back. But you had to do what you had to do and stand over her and finish her off. Okay? Don't try and say that was you were defending yourself. You willfully went in there and did what you did. You willfully went in there and killed her. You had all kinds of options. Starting with the second she walked out the door trying to do her job. You had all kinds of options that did not involve doing what you did.
And the best option was for her to fall back and watch the curtain. All that.
At some point, the police got to come at you. So she falls back and she watches you, and other police officers come. You wearing body armor and you got a 40 cal on you.
And they already coming.
And then what are you going to do? You're going to shoot more officers?
No, they could have wrote my.
How many officers would have been the appropriate number before you would have given up?
They could have wrote me off anyway.
And then what?
Yeah, they could have wrote me off anyway.
How many officers would it have taken to stop you? Since one is not enough.
They chased you.
You had that opportunity. You shot at the deputy. Okay? You took that opportunity. Every time someone fronts you, you go to gun.
And then y'all already made up stories and shit.
Well,
What story is made up?
That I just went there and shot it up.
You've had 30-something days to come and tell your side of the story, but you chose not to. So don't talk to me about stories.
No, you shut the fuck up. My niece told y'all, and y'all talking y'all not responsible for what the news people play. Man, y'all get the fuck out of here.
No, your niece told me 2 stories. That's why she ended up over there handcuffed and in jail. She told 2 different stories. So don't be confused. I clarified all your freaking doubts. I sat down and I talked to her. But you've had 30-something days to come and tell your story. You've had 30-something days
Sit down and talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented.
Sit down and talk to her and say what?
You could have prevented your niece from going to jail by coming in here the very next day and say, hey, this is what happened. You didn't do that.
Cause she ain't did shit. How the fucking motherfucker doing?
Day two. Yes, she did.
And I'm in Walmart trying to motherfucker.
Yes, she did. She went and got money for you.
And she went and got that money from my motherfucking door. That's my motherfucking check that I worked for all week.
And brought it to you.
And I told him to give it to my motherfucking child. That wasn't my motherfucking daughter. What the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Well, that's what she said. She got the money for you.
She ain't told you shit. I know damn well she ain't told you because she ain't brought me shit. That was my motherfucking child and my motherfucking grandbaby. So y'all can kiss my ass with that bullshit. Ain't nobody gave me shit. I gave away every motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
Ain't nobody gave me shit.
Ain't nobody gave you free food?
Ain't nobody gave me shit. I bought my own, got my own shit.
Well, you don't think that we're capable of, looking at your phone records, talking to people? You don't think that we went and talked to these people and they said, yeah, we talked to them. He asked for money. He asked for food. This is what.
I ain't asked nobody for no motherfucker. That's a motherfucking lie.
So they lying on you.
Motherfucker told people what the fuck was really going on. All the other shit.
So
they're lying on you.
Tell us about. All right. It's just I mean, the people you're calling. We see, obviously, we're following your phones. This is why you're here. You're calling these people. We're following those phones. What's the conversation about? You leave Walmart. You just kill Sergeant Clayton. You leave Walmart. The first person you call. You're obviously looking for help. That person give you help?
I ain't looking for no help.
Why are you calling them?
I don't need no help. Tell people I love
What are you calling them? What are you telling them? When you call them, tell us about the phone conversation you had with them.
I don't need no help.
You damn sure needed help, and you damn sure reached out, and you damn sure called some people.
How I need the help? How I need the help?
Because you just killed a police officer, and you're trying to get out of the area.
I ain't need no help.
You did that all by yourself?
I ain't need no help.
Did you do it by yourself?
You seen it, then ain't nobody with me. I know
Okay.
nobody around me.
All right. Now, how did you get from point A to point B? Somebody had to give you a car. Did you steal a car to get from point A to point B?
You bailed from the VW. Where do you go from there? Up in the reserves. Where do you go from there?
I need medical attention, brother.
Where do you go from in the reserves? Where do you go once you leave? Once you bail from the VW?
I get medical attention. I need medical attention.
Where do you go when you leave the VW, Markeith?
I can't open my fucking eyes. And I don't know what my shit.
Did you stay in the apartments?
My shit could be fucking up right now. Y'all just got me sick.
Did you stay in the apartments, or did you go somewhere else?
Pull my damn pants.
Sit down, Markeith. Sit down. Them pants ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Sit down. Where'd you go in the reserves?
Oh man, we ain't talking no more.
You checked that? Why didn't you shoot that man? Was your gun out of ammunition? What happened?
You just killed that.
When you take that VW in the Highland Oaks, why didn't you shoot him? Why didn't you shoot the guy in Highland Oaks? Markeith.
You done talking? You done talking? You want your Band-Aid now?
All right, Markeith.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, man. I thought you were a badass. I was gonna give you a little bit of respect, even though I don't usually give bad people respect. I was gonna give you a little respect because you beat me for 30-something days. I couldn't find you.
I'm not a bad guy.
Okay, I couldn't find you. But you know what I take from our talk today? I feel sorry for you, man. I kind of feel sorry for you. Not in the sense that I'm gonna fucking cry, that I'm gonna fucking, go to church and pray for you. Because I ain't gonna pray for you, man. I'm not. I haven't been to church in a long time, but from time to time I pray for people. I'm not gonna pray for you, man. You know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna feel sorry for your fucking motherfucking ass. Because you killed Sade, that baby, you killed Sergeant Clayton, and you ain't man enough to fucking take responsibility for it. So if the only thing that I can tell you today, right now, before I walk out, is that I thought I was gonna fucking give you a little bit of respect, man, you lost the very little I have for you, man. And I know you don't give a fuck. Because you much rather people fear you than fucking respect you. Guess what? You're a rap. You're a fucking rap. You nothing. In the street, you're nothing anymore. You're nothing but a fucking sorry-ass story.
$20.36.
This is gonna be interview with Markeith Loyd in reference to Sade Dixon's and her unborn child's death. His interview was conducted at the Orlando Police Department headquarters. The time right now is gonna be
Open your eyes, Markeith.
8:39.
Open your eyes. That was a true angel right there you put down. It was a true angel you put down because you're a pointless little fucking dog. Okay? And my only regret is that you're breathing right now. You get what you got coming.
Legendary. I thought you were really gonna put up a fight.
Ain't right, I don't feel
That
nothing.
fucking bitch.
You don't fear nothing.
You know what? Beat this case. Meet me in the street. Beat the case. That's what you gotta do. Beat the case. Beat the case. Because there will be another fucking day. And you know what next time is gonna happen? He's not gonna be Sergeant Clayton. It's gonna be somebody like me.
Man, you just rapping.
Yeah, I'm just rapping. You a fucking rap.
You had the opportunity you had opportunities to do all the shit you talked about. You had all kinds of opportunities to talk about. And what'd you do? You crawled out on your hands and knees. You know what you are.
You'll get your bologna sandwich later. And
Despite not getting the type of confession they were no doubt pursuing, the detectives were confident that the evidence against him was substantial. A lot of the interrogation was based on passion from the part of the detectives, as opposed to the usual composed and deliberate and calculated approach that you typically see from detectives. This is understandable considering that he killed a police officer. However, the way the interrogation was conducted was not conducive to rendering the result they were looking for. Despite the clear hostility towards Loyd that the police had they administered medical attention and pretended to care about Loyd, this could have increased the chances of a confession. Also, by conducting the interview in the manner in which they did, they risked damaging the case they were trying to build against Loyd. As it stood, the evidence against Loyd was strong, and the detectives were probably extremely confident in their ability to secure convictions against Loyd. Loyd was booked into jail and made his first appearance, where his behaviour was extremely bizarre. He claimed he wanted to defend himself and started talking about his situation. Ultimately, Loyd did hire an attorney, but was found guilty of first-degree murder of Sade Dixon, guilty of first-degree murder of an unborn child, guilty of attempted first-degree murder, and guilty of 2 counts of attempted felony murder.
In the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida in and for Orange County, the State of Florida versus Markeith Loyd, case number 2016 CF 15738. Verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1 of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Verdict as to count 2. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2 of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder of unborn child. Verdict as to count 3. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 3 of the charge. The defendant is guilty of attempted first-degree murder. Special finding form regarding statute 775.087, Florida statute as to count 3. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally discharge a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, as a result of the discharge of the firearm, was great bodily harm caused to Ronna Stewart? Yes. Verdict as to count 4. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 4 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of attempted felony murder. Special finding form regarding statute 775.087. Count 4. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally discharge a firearm? Yes. Verdict as to count 5. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 5 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of attempted felony murder. Special finding form regarding statute 775.087 as to count 5. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally discharge a firearm? Yes. So say we all, dated the 16th day of October 2019, signed by the foreperson.
He was sentenced to 5 life sentences to be served consecutively. At this point, he still needed to go on trial for the killing of Deborah Clayton. Loyd took the case against him for the killing of Deborah Clayton to trial.
Case number 2017 CF 826. The State of Florida versus Markeith Loyd. Verdict, count 1. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer. Special finding form regarding statute number 775.087(2). Count 1. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally discharge a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, and as a result of the discharge of the firearm, was the death caused to Deborah Clayton? Yes. Verdict as to count 2. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer. Special finding form regarding statute 775.087(2). As to count 2. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally discharge a firearm? Yes. Verdict as to count 3. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 3 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of aggravated assault. Verdict as to count 4. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 4 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of carjacking. Special finding form regarding Florida statute 775.087(2). As to count 4. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. Verdict as to count 5. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 5 of the charge: the defendant is guilty of possession of a firearm by a felon. Special finding form regarding Florida statute 775.087(2). As to count 5. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. So say we all, dated the 2nd day of November 2021, signed by the foreperson.
Moments ago, we're following this breaking news out of the courtroom for Markeith Loyd. He has now been sentenced to death for the murder of Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. The judge walked in several moments ago, and she handed down that sentence. Again, Markeith Loyd will get death for the murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Loyd was accused of causing more trouble in jail over the last couple of days. The Orange County Jail confirms that he was involved in several incidents. But again, the breaking news this morning: reporting is that he will be getting death. And we can tell you that not only was former Lieutenant Clayton's family in the courtroom this morning, along with Orange County Sheriff John Mina and Orlando Police Chief Erlone, along with Sade Dixon's family. He murdered her several years before Deborah Clayton. They were also in the courtroom this morning.
I have nothing to say to him. I'm glad he's being put to death, and I'm glad I don't have to see his nonsense and his courtroom outbursts anymore.
The sheriff not holding back today when it comes to convicted cop killer Markeith Loyd. He was sentenced to death today for murdering Lieutenant Deborah Clayton back in 2017. Loyd's defense was pushing for life in prison, claiming that he suffers from mental illness.
But the judge disagreed. Fox 35's Holly Bristow was inside the courtroom when she made her decision.
Well, the judge recognized that today was a very emotional day for everybody in the courtroom, but she made it very clear that any kind of emotional outbursts would not be tolerated. But after the sentencing was over and the cameras were off, there were lots of hugs, smiles, and handshakes between Lieutenant Clayton's family members, friends, and law enforcement.
And thank you, Lord, the justice has been served today.
Today's a good day, and I thank God for the outcome. It's definitely a relief.
Lieutenant Deborah Clayton's cousin and sister sharing their feelings with Fox 35 News minutes after the judge sentenced Markeith Loyd to death.
I just keep hearing life, life, life. We need to get to death because my sister didn't have to go. She could still be here today. She was a good person. She didn't deserve what happened to her. And this is the outcome that it should have been.
Sheriff Mina saying it's been a long 5 years since Loyd gunned Lieutenant Clayton down in a Walmart parking lot.
That day that Deborah was taken from us, the manhunt that followed, the trials and the continuances and dealing with COVID. I know it took emotional strain on me and the chief and the officers who were close to her and the deputies as well.
Dozens of officers and deputies in uniform packed the courtroom to back the blue and stand in solidarity with the lieutenant's family.
And justice has been served today.
After learning his fate, Markeith Loyd having one more outburst as he was escorted out of the courtroom in handcuffs and foot shackles, looking at the sheriff and chief, yelling about oppression, ball and chain, and the system.
I have nothing to say to him. I'm glad he's being put to death, and I'm glad I don't have to see his nonsense and his courtroom outbursts anymore.
Markeith Loyd's family and his defense did not want to speak to the media after the sentencing today. However, I did catch up with Markeith Loyd's attorney, Terrence Lenneman, on the phone. He tells me that within the next 10 days, he will be filing a written motion for a new trial. He tells me only in death penalty cases are you allowed to do that after a sentencing. For now, reporting at the Orange County Courthouse, Holly Bristow, Fox 35 News.